Hello everyone, and welcome to...
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half, and, of course, he can play at left-back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and he is truly outstanding on the football.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. It's Aguero! Aguero! He just does goals!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the game's first significant moment. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed...
De Jong! Just off target.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it.
Algeria against
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Celtic need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, delightful ball. And he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. That is good strength. Algeria with the corner. They're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. De Bruyne. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, that looks a decent ball. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Son Heung-min gets into a good position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he get on the end of this? Kimmich. Nicely shaped ball. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Kimmich. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. So much time and space here. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that pass isn't the best. That is ended up in no man's land. Good ball, good take. And he's lost it. And the shot! Goal! Celtic! Could it be coming? Is it coming? Those fans believe it just might be. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Celtic, big chance! Well taken goal. And they're threatening to fly away here. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Son Heung-min receives it in a wide position. And that is well cleared. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now, this could be a chance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Scholes. It's a pretty loose pass. That'll be a throw-in. Rice. No way through there. A heavy challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Lisandro Martinez deals with that comfortably. Gavi, who does have an assist to his name. Coming up to half-time. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Glorious! About as smooth as it gets. They are purring, truly purring.
After 39 minutes is number 9.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
Celtic
today's match.
are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Leroy Sané. He's one of the most fleet-footed players around, Peter, and a massive threat with the ball at his feet. He knows where the goal is too, and his finishing is both precise and very effective. He's going to add a real dynamism to this forward line, either looking for the through ball on the counter or taking on his man and going on his own.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. He has found the way through. The cross. Oh, good effort! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
He's picked his way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. It's rising! Harmlessly behind. Referee's given a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Now it's Hullet. Searching pass he's played there. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Hullet. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Zielinski. And he lines up a cross. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he's got his range wrong there. Diogo Dalot. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Sends it crossfield. Roberto Carlos. Bit too much weight on the pass. Vieira. Vieira! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Celtic yet to have an attempt on goal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lisandro Martinez makes the interception. Scholes. Spread to the right. Messi in acres of space out wide. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. De Bruyne looking to play it into the box.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Forced to go back. And he thumps it clear. Sane is fouled. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Diogo Dalot calmly anticipates. Scholes venturing down the left. And it's Scholes. Mbappe! Vieira. Spread neatly. Zielinski. And the cross. Towering header! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Alexander-Arnold.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he plays one through. And this is Sané. And a chance! Mbappe. Mbappe getting forward. Zielinski. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. De Bruyne, the most accurate pass. Spread it left. Roberto Carlos.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
De Jong. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. De Bruyne. That has ended up in no man's land. Cafu. And it's Sané. That's gone behind for a goal kick. De Jong. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's found the way through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mbappe. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Celtic can take heart from the fact that they're more than holding their own despite being a man down. That's credit to their level of organisation and spirit. Now that they've got a chance to have a breather and settle down, it'll be interesting to see what approach they'll take after the break.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Roberto Carlos on a serious charge here. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Norway are in front now, the game's only goal.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Played in by Roberto Carlos.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
That's really well manoeuvred. It's Roberto Carlos! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! He's got himself an absolute peach. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he skips past his man. He's shifting through the gears here.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Roberto Carlos. There's the delivery. He leaps for it. And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power through a really strong neck behind it. And he gave the keeper little opportunity.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Roberto Carlos. Desai is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Diogo Dalot. Great vision. Pass somewhat off target. Marcelo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Sane charging forward, the ball at his feet. Cristiano Ronaldo. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. He's shifted it to the flank. Just eases him off the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. De Bruyne. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Shot a goal! And a neat finish! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Substitution for Norway. Number 7, Piotr Zielinski. Number 11, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 4, Roberto Carlos. Number 10, Leroy Sané. Ruud Gullit.
Norway choosing to make the first change.
Number 22,
Norway are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Number 8,
Desai, that pass isn't the best.
Gareth Bale.
And it's De Bruyne.
Number 15,
Thinks about the shot. Oh, he's had a shot! And that's a tiny finish. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. De Jong. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now, can they get him away? De Bruyne. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, that's fabulous. That's destined for the flank. And the finish! Dani Olmo. Threads one in. Luis Suarez. Marcelo has the space to scheme. Oh, nicely intercepted. Martinez. And it's De Jong. And Scholes. And Shevchenko. Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Scholes. That has not gone well. Rafinha. Tries to play it through. Oh, nice touch. Rafinha. That is good strength. De Bruyne. And the referee brings it to a close. Celtic suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
Those of you making their way home on
Celtic really did suffer for their lack of numbers here.
Well, they were up against it, but these players can take heart from what was a worthy response. There was no sign at any stage of the towel being thrown in. So positives can be taken, Peter, even in defeat.